Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. Misses with the straight left. He misses with that straight left. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook just can't find the target. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell's something.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Can't find a home with that jab. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? That's another scoring shot. Parries that jab away. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't. There's the bell for round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still running back.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Get focused and get your mind back.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He caught him clean right on the chin with that right hand, and this may be it. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. One punch could end this fight for either of these 2 heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who won this round. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
It's a terrible round, that is.
Let's start the 6th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. He can't score with that uppercut. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Those counter punches have to hurt. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful,
when you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
that's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Tried to score with a jab. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back, Johnny.
You had everything in your bag.
Here comes round 7. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter punch. Has to be careful for that. Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Perfect counter lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched? Hold that thought! Patterson's rocked. score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back.
And we enter the 8th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Fantastic punch. Beautiful counter punch. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. And Patterson couldn't take anymore. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Where did that come from? What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Nice counter. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. And finally, Patterson succumbs to the pressure. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.